Let's get it.
Hey, it's Bryan with DD214 Transport. Please like, subscribe, hit the little bell for notifications. Tonight, we got a great show, man. We've got our newest driver on deck, and for those of you who have leased on or about to lease on, you know, if you have leased on, then you remember the first steps. You sign the paperwork. It's not ink on the page anymore, guys. This is a commitment. Then comes the reality check when you show up for load securement training, and I explained to everybody that it's like taking a sip of water out of a fire hydrant. You know, and you realize at that point that this isn't just a job. You know, it's about safety, survival, responsibility. You really got to know what's going on. So tonight I'm sitting down with the newest driver who just made the leap. He lease signed, training's complete, and now he's 2.5 weeks into the grind. We're going to talk about the highs, the gut punches, the challenges, and the support system that's standing behind him. This isn't a brochure, guys. This is the truth and what it feels like to start from zero in trucking. So sit down, get you something to drink, and we're going to do this in just a minute. But before we get going too long, we are going to give you our Lease-On and dispatch information. If we can help you, please reach out at those two addresses. Tonight, like I said, this is what we're going to be talking about from Lease-On to load securement in the open road, the rookie's first miles. What's it like to lease on the DD214? We want to thank our veterans and first responders for all they do and all they continue to do for our country. I don't know that if you have heard it or not, but I believe it was Dallas that had a attack on an ICE office. Guys, this is not what we do, man. I keep saying it. This is not how we do things in this country. Fuel prices. Diesel prices are up this week to an average of $3.74.9. That's basically $3.75. It's up 1 cent from a week ago and 2 cents from a year ago. News. Hey, guys, this is some stuff here. And what you better realize is you better have your stuff together when you're going down the road, because if you don't, you're in for it. Federal roadside inspectors have been stopping more commercial vehicles since Trump's administrative renewal enforcement of the English language proficiency standards, federal data shows. During the 90-day stretch between the June 25th kickoff, the ELP reinstatement, and August 31st, federal roadside inspections rose 67% to nearly 8,000 compared to 4,772 during the same period last year. One of the drivers had an inspection this week, or the end of last week, and another driver had an inspection today. Robert had an inspection today. So they are pulling people over, guys. So you better make sure everything is ready. Picture of the week, Jim. This is James hauling for the culvert. He's got him a Zoom room on the back of his truck now. I'm waiting on some insight on that to see how things go. This is Jason. Jason's with us tonight. This is one of his loads from the week. This is Jerry, and that is a huge contraption he has on the back of his truck. We got Richard hauling bags of something. We got Anthony with a forklift. Charles, it's got, looks like some kind of generator or power unit. We got Ray, have no idea what that is. None, but it's something. We got Robert. Robert's hauling something. I don't know what it is. It's pallets. It's palletized wallboard, looks like. And that's it for the week. So we're going to talk about a couple things. Before we go too far, though, I want to show you guys something real quick. Nah, that's not it. I didn't put it on there. So I had a Jenga load. That's what I call. I have one customer that just absolutely kills me with these loads. This load weighed maybe 3,000 pounds, and it took 16 straps to secure it. I'll show this to you real quick. Look at this. And guys, you're going to run into these loads. I mean, you absolutely will. And there's not a whole lot you can do about it other than, take your time and secure it properly. I could have swore I put pictures up here of that. I guess I really didn't. That's terrible. Okay, so let me I'm going to bring on Mr. Jason. Hey, Jason.
Hey,
How you doing?
all is well. Finally made it back to the hotel, so
Are you surviving?
I think that's probably the correct term. Surviving is what we're
Okay.
doing today.
All right, let me move this back so we can get you. I can't hear you very good. Is his audio okay? His audio is good. Yeah. So you've been out a couple weeks, about 2.5. I got some questions for you. I did give you these questions in advance so you could think about them and I wouldn't stun you. But when you signed that lease agreement, what was the first emotion that hit you? Excitement, fear, pride? What?
I'm going to go with fear. I
Yeah.
was expecting a 2-page document. Hey, let's get started. There's 17 pages, 50. I don't even know how many exactly, but
It's 22.
just all 22. But it's all the liability, your fault, my fault, that insurance. Holy smokes, man. We had talked, I don't know how many times before the contract actually arrived, but it gets really real all of a sudden with that
Yeah, it
contract.
does. This is a real gig. I mean, it's a real gig. So what surprised you the most about the commitment though? You said the 22 pages, but what was it, the paperwork, the relationship, or was it just knowing you were about to step out into your own business and doing something new?
I was expecting, I was kind of expecting all this, but once you get the contract and you put your name on it, and then you've got all the other paperwork, all the other documents that you got to come up with. I mean, there's just pages and pages and pages that we sent back and forth getting this thing put together. I was thinking small business, and I've had other small businesses. Trucking is its own thing. good night
Yeah,
of
it's a
paperwork that goes through this kind of thing.
yeah, yeah. So looking back at it, as you were pondering, this decision, uh, what was the hardest part in making the leap? What was the push that made you go through with it? What was the final step?
You know, you and I kind of, or at least on my side, you've been just steady as a rock through this whole thing. But I kind of kept backing my way into this decision. We would talk, and then I was like, yeah, I'm going to do this. And then I was like, yeah, I'm going. And I mean, you buy a truck, you buy a trailer, and then comes the contract. It's like, and now a warning. So, here we are. I'm going. So I know
Needless
that
said, the
sounds
shit
crazy,
just
but
got real.
yep, that's exactly it.
Well, so let's talk about a little bit about the load securement situation. You came in uh, pretty green. When you showed up to training, what did you expect, and what hit you in the gut as reality?
When I showed up for training, I had no expectation for training. We said we're going to start. We're going to do it start on Monday. Had no idea really what we were going to be talking about, how it was going to work. I'd never met you face to face before. Um, so really not an expectation, but just as we were doing it, it's like I had no idea how much was involved in getting these things strapped down correctly and just how much we were going to go over through the training. We ran what, 3 loads together, 4 loads together,
Or
and then strapped down a truck on top of that just to make sure
Yep.
we'd done it. So it was a lot, and you kept saying it's like drinking from a fire hose, but that's fair. That's an
was there a moment
adequate.
when you thought, "What the hell have I got myself into"?
Not during training. You're really the same in person as you are online. It's which was a wonderful thing, by the way. Um, it was after I got on the road that I thought, what the hell have I got myself into? So uh, during the training, it was just I've got to learn it and I'll figure it out. But once you're out there by yourself, it's a whole different deal then.
Yeah, yeah. So, what has humbled you the most so far? The road, the business side, or the lifestyle shift?
Yeah, I've been a happily married man 32 years. My lifestyle is waking up every morning next to the same beautiful woman and getting that cup of coffee and then going off to work. This is a change. We did this 30 years ago. I drove a truck, but for the last couple of decades, for sure, it's been we wake up, we drink coffee together. I head off to work. She takes care of the house. We're all right there. I don't have any clue where I'm going to be sleeping from night to night or
Right.
where I'm headed or any of that. So
Right.
I think the lifestyle changes. It was I didn't remember it quite like that, I guess, from back in the day. So
Well,
that's the biggest change for me.
the one thing that I try to express is that it's not a job; it's a lifestyle change, and it's one of those things that you have to get used to, and you can't get used to it in a minute. Once you get used to it, it'll be great. You'll be fine with it. You'll get in that grind, and I call it a grind. It's not a grind for me because I love doing it. But it is a routine. It's a different routine than you're used to. So, the one lesson the highway taught you that no one training room ever could.
And I'm just going to go with you don't know what's coming around the next corner. That you don't know where you're going. You don't know who's coming at you. there's just so many different variables that are out there that you really, the only thing you can do is prepare yourself for what's coming, hoping that you're prepared. But there's just so much going on around you.
All the time. Yes,
It's constant. Yes.
so let's
Especially
talk
out
about
here. I'm
let's
from
talk
Oklahoma.
about the team over here on this side. When you hit your first wall, how did we support you?
Yeah, I don't know that I hit a wall so much as I started kind of getting in my own head as the way you described it. It's I started doing road math where I'm figuring, okay, I'm spending this on hotels, I'm spending this on fuel, I got so much insurance I got to pay. You know, it's just all those things started coming at me, and you were just like, hey, settle down. It's going to be all right. You know, first couple of weeks, calm down. But the part that surprised me was the next day you called and you're like, hey, I was talking to Mina last night and I just really feel like we need to, you know, kind of settle this down a little bit more. It just shocked me that anybody would, I mean, we've talked to each other, but we don't know each other, but that you would care enough to go back and go, I need to figure out how to make this okay. It kind of blew me away that there was that much family relationship thought process that went into it.
Well, that leads me into the next question, which I guess you kind of answered it, but what kind of support have you gotten that you didn't expect?
That I did not expect. It's one thing to care, and it's another thing to just go above and beyond to make sure that things are going right. I'm getting maybe not every day, but I'm getting a phone call from you pretty regular. Just how's the day going? Everything all right? Need anything? Um, it, it's good.
Good. Well, how does the next question would be, how does being a part of a veteran-owned company change the way you feel or change the way you feel out there as a rookie?
I often feel like I'm cheating, and it's I'm not. But I've got the DD214 shirt on, and veterans all across this country know exactly what that is and what it means. And they always want to come over and ask, are you a veteran? And, you know, I get to explain, no, I'm not. But then I get to brag about my kid, and I get to talk about that a little bit. And then, you know, the owner of the company's retired vet. So, you know, we go through all of that, but it always opens up a conversation. Every single time I'm already on their side before we ever even start talking about the load or what I'm supposed to be putting on it, all of it.
Right.
It's just,
Well, do
get
you
a
remember
different
when
reception.
do you remember when we were sitting in Cracker Barrel having lunch or breakfast or whatever we were eating, and that guy come up? That's always really nice when that happens.
It's just normal. I think I told you I pulled into a place the other day, talked to the guys, get unloaded or whatnot. And he offered me a bottle of water, and then he talked a little bit more, and he ended up giving me a case of water. The people at the place, I guess, buy it for him, so he just gave me a half a case of water. And then I didn't tell you this part. He came back by. I was still waiting on dispatch. He goes, "Hey, we're going to be having lunch in about 45 minutes. If you're still around, come on over." It's just,
How nice is that?
it's very
Yeah.
nice. It's neat. Just
So
I feel like I'm kind of riding some coattails when I'm wearing the shirt.
that's all right. That's all right, brother. You're out there. You're making it happen. So now, if another driver would ask you why you chose DD214, what would you tell them about the people behind the name?
I would tell them to go watch the DD214 transport YouTube videos, and then I would tell them exactly what he is saying there is what he's going to say every day that you talk to him somewhere else. There is no difference between online Bryan and Bryan face to face.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
This is
So
a
here's
great
your
place to work.
knockout
People
question.
care.
I'm sorry, do what?
You go ahead.
No, I was going to ask you if you could go back 3 weeks, and talk to yourself right before you signed on, knowing what you know now, what would you say to yourself?
I think I would say buckle up, Buttercup. It's it's coming.
Shit's about to get real.
It, it absolutely does, and you just never know what's coming next, which is part of the fun. Yeah, I mean, you're going to pick up some crazy stuff. Some of it's easy, some of it's just nuts looking.
Yep.
But
well, I got a couple.
Up.
Mila was with us that one day, and we took a couple of videos. I wanted to throw them up here and show them to you. Hang on a second. Let's see if we could do this. So everything's already there. So just pull the slack out. Yep. But no, pull that way. There you go. Now tighten it down.
Wow. It's like putting a bicycle in first gear.
No shit, right? Okay, now. So yeah, I mean that was almost day 2 there, day 3. I can't remember what day that was, but we had that, a little bit of training. We did. Oh, there's your friend.
Oh, there you go.
That's your buddy right there. And then we got into folding tarps. I think by this time, Jason, you were done. I think you were fried this day. I really do. Again, I think you were just cooked.
You take in a lot. And the funny thing about the tarp is you showed me exactly how to do it. And we folded it up and it's perfect and just beautiful when we get finished. And I don't think I have yet to unroll a tarp and it be right side up facing the right direction correctly yet. And then, we had that huge parking lot to fold that thing up with. And
right.
Those don't exist out here in the world. So you're trying to work around mud. So you're working off the top of your deck, trying to get those things folded up again. The tarp is my nemesis for now. That's
Listen, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not a good tarp. I'm not. And it's one of those things where the only way you get better at it is by doing it. And that's what I told dispatch one time. I said, just whatever's got a tarp on it. And if it needs a tarp, give it to me because I got to figure this out. And I finally got some tips and tricks and hints and it works. But you'll get better at it. So
I think Jake's going to make sure of that.
Would you like to stick around for a few questions if we have any?
Sure, I'm here.
Okay. Do we have anything going on? We have comments. What do we got? This is why I have confidence to take the leap after almost 5 years of following, researching, and finally decided to take the plunge. I feel like I can trust you 100%. Well, thank you, Bryan. I appreciate you. Bryan's coming on. He looks probably 3 or 4 weeks out. He'll be coming on out of Colorado. What else we got coming? Richard, that's 100% Bryan. Oh, yeah. Well, never seen a ratchet work in that direction. Listen, guys, that's a new style of ratchet. And it's really cool. And I haven't debuted it yet because I hadn't had time, but I do have that. You guys are seeing it right there. Don't know that I got the picture on here, but it actually has a mini gear. Okay, so it really cranks down on it. So and they're not any more expensive than the regular ones. I think they might be $1 more expensive. And I'm going to fill my toolbox full of them. I think what I'll do is maybe just do a quick video on it at some point. Let me just look real quick. I don't think I download. I didn't. I'm not going to do it. What else we got, Miss Mila? Michael. If you're middle-aged or above, how are the physical challenge? That's for you, sir. I'm not middle-aged yet.
Well, I'm not sure. That was in the past, was middle-aged, I think. It hasn't been too bad yet. The one foundry load where the tarps were just crazy was not fun, but so far it's been fine. A little sore, but I'm handling.
Yeah, that's not it, is it? You sure? Let me say hi to everybody. Hey, Richard. Hey, Western PA. Miss Mila's in the house. Bryan Johnson's in the house. We got Ray and Jay, or Rod and Jay. Sorry. Hey. You got Jay Ford. Everybody's chatting now, so it's just So Truck and Ugly made it. Michael, good deal. All right, is that the one? This is the one. I hope you can see this. I'm going to put it up here, but it has a small gear. It is awesome. Okay. I will absolutely find that. You can get them on My Tee. I think they're $24 for a 30-foot long deal. But guys, it's good. You actually have to kind of be careful with it because I believe a man could break a strap. So what is it? Do they have those straps? Yes. Before I finalize, yes, they do. Yes, they do, Bryan. And let me, before you finalize that order, when I get off here, I'll email you. Mr. Jason here has given me the task of redoing my recommended order form for the truck and trailer. So I've been working on that when I have a couple minutes, but I haven't quite got it all complete yet. So let me throw this up. Let's see. Do you lease on 26? No, I do not, Mike M. I'm sorry. We don't do box trucks. We're a flatbed company. I got to learn to stay in my lane, guys. And my lane is this. So this is sort of where I'm at. Okay, look here. This is the load securement training. We are at a concrete form place. That's us getting ready to do some serious load securement. This is Jason and his big ass yellow edge protectors. As Mila said, I called her. I sent her a picture of his edge protectors, and the first thing she said was, "That's a big ass yellow edge protectors." We were going down the road, and I about lost a gut on it. We're just Jason's on the other side moving blocks. I'm telling this guy to hold what he's got so he doesn't crush him. And that's the final load. I think that was about 17,000 pounds of concrete. And where'd you take that to?
Oh, I don't even know where I am, let alone where that went.
I hear you.
No idea.
I hear you. Well, do we have any more comments? Look, Jason, you get some rest. You got a 10-hour break you need to get done. And I will talk to you tomorrow if anything. Michael, gears are good for us. Middle agers. Yes, they are, sir. I like them. All right. So we will talk to you a little later. And you know where I'm at if you need me. If you need anything, you pick up the phone and call me. Questions, anything. Okay.
Well,
Thank you, sir. I appreciate you coming here. I appreciate you helping with this podcast, and I appreciate all you do. So you have a good evening and get some rest. All right, guys. So every driver's story is a little different, whether they start out on their own or they lease on. You're going to have to get a lesson in securement somehow, somewhere, some way. And those first shaky miles on the highway. But let me tell you what separates and makes it, what separates the ones who make it and the ones who fail are the ones who have grit. You know, we accept crying and whining and bitching and griping, but we do not accept quitting. There's no sense in it. And if your train of thought goes south, I'm going to try to bring you back to the right train of thought and keep your mind on something, because when you have windshield time, okay, you will have two options. You can go negative with your thought process, or you can go positive with your thought process. Okay. So, you know, that is your choice, but you got to learn. You got to learn. If you don't do anything else, if you start to feel negative, smile. If you smile, your brain will react to it. Okay. So, you know, guys, you got to learn to push through the hard times, and you got to punch back. You know, you got to stand up. It's not if you're going to get knocked down. It's how many times you're going to get up. That's the key. Jason is out there right now, and he's finding his rhythm. He's learning the hard truths. He's proving to himself that he really can make it. And that's what trucking is. Not a shortcut, not easy money, but a test that never stops. With me and DD214, we're not going to sugarcoat things. You know, I told you from the very beginning, this is a lifestyle change. It is not a job change. You are running a business. We stand behind our drivers. If you sign on with us, we're there for you. Now, if you screw up, you'll probably get a foot in the ass. But we're going to be there for you. Because if you're going to survive in this business, you've got to know the truth. And you got to be ready to live it. And you got to have somebody in your corner. Okay? So I'll tell you all now, I truly appreciate you being here. I mean, this just lights up my day when I get to come on here and talk to you guys. I'm very, very proud of Jason. I'm very proud of all the guys. I got a great bunch of guys working with me. They work hard. They play hard. It's awesome. But you can change your stores in this business. You're not going to get rich quick, but you can change your life. Now, the first thing you got to do is love your family, because that's all you got. So I'm going to call it for the night. Do we have any other comments or questions? If you guys need me, I'm here. If, you know, I'm hoping everybody has a great week, and we will see you next week. Lord willing and the creek don't rise. Have a great week. We'll see you guys.
Jeans and a 4x4, cruising down to your front door. I'm a postage pack and a whiskey neat, some dive bar right up the street. I'm a good old boy in a country western swing on an old jukebox, a tailgate party in a parking lot. I'm rowdy, rough, big and grown. I get it done all on my own. I'm a good old boy and a country star. No one else can go this far. Come on, babe, and go with me. Riding high, living free. Don't ask once and don't think twice, 'cause baby, I'm living the life. I'm a cowboy hat, a ripped up shirt, tractor pulling out in the dirt. Hot cup of coffee with a cigarette, pretty little thing sitting on my hip. I'm a good old boy and a country star. No one else can go this far. Come on, babe, go with me. Riding high, living free. Don't ask once and don't think twice, 'cause baby, I'm living the life. 'Cause baby, I'm living the life.